Hello, welcome back to another video. Me, Zenzul. I hope you're well today. We are on my Affliction Warlock Sancrotus. We are in AB. I'm fighting for the Alliance. Got the old Merc thing over there in the corner. Due to the fact of the queues, I just wanted to get some BGs done. And this was quite a good BG. Nice AB. Yeah, so that's the spec I've gone for. 335 at the moment, getting there kind of thing. They've got 3 disc priests, which I'm sure you can imagine they were a lot of fun in this BG. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, sorry I haven't been uploading for a few days. I've just been doing other things, and I don't know, might make a video about it this week, but kind of not feeling it at the moment. As you probably can tell from the thumbnail of this video, I'm maining my Warlock because I love playing my Warlock more than any other class. I've played my Warlock for 15 years, 14 years, something like that. Very, very early in. Actually, my first ever character was a Warlock. I think I got into level 13. So yeah, I've been really struggling to try and get some decent content to bring out for you for your pursue, really, because I don't know. I feel, as the title of the thumbnail says, I feel like I'm an HK, a free HK for most melee at the moment, and it's really kind of beginning to grate on me a little bit. Now, I'm not going to make this a rant video because it really isn't, but I'm just struggling with the class at the moment. Just sort of trying to stay alive. There's a couple of instances in this BG where I really didn't help myself, but generally it's just, I feel so weak defensively, and I really do think that this is sort of just turning into a melee friendly game, and it's kind of a little bit depressing because I don't want to play melee particularly. I find it more of a challenge playing ranged. That's my preference in the game, and I enjoy playing. I mean, I think I'm a masochist because my 2 favourite classes to play, certainly the last few years, are my Shadow Priest and my Warlock Affliction. And as you probably know, they're the 2 defensively weakest classes to play. And if you get a melee heavy BG like this one, like they've got 3 sub rogues, you know, Feral Druid, Arms Warrior, Frost DK, Unholy DK. Yeah, you know, it becomes a little bit of a pain. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to give up, because I won't ever give up playing my Warlock, but I am struggling to produce good videos at the moment. And yeah, I hope you don't see that as me copping out on playing the game, because it really isn't. That's not the situation at all. I'm just finding it very, very difficult to motivate myself to, because the thing is with this character, I'm really trying to get the Magyar Orcs, and I will get to this game soon enough. I mean, you can see it in the background anyway, but I really want to get Magyar Orcs, so I'm really sort of grinding the honor bound stuff. And as I've mentioned many times before, time isn't on my side when I play this game. And I find myself running out of time quite often, and that will trying to gear. I really wish we had the war fronts at the moment, because I missed all that the first time around. It's getting the war fronts and doing some war fronts and getting some gear, better gear. I think I'm up to 110k health, but some of these people have got. I saw a balanced druid today. It had 160k health. You know what I mean? It's like, I kind of miss the templates for that, because I think it's good to get gear and feel like you're progressing to a point, but I miss the templates because you could just jump in, and you know, it will come down to if you're a better player than someone else, rather than if you've got better gear than someone else. I'm not saying it's making that much of a difference. I'm not getting my excuses in early. I'm just struggling. I'm really struggling, and I hope it gets better for Warlocks, because I think I mentioned it in a video. I can't remember which video it was, but it's all right. You know, I'm not. I know they hit hard, Warlocks. In Legion, maybe they had too many defensives, but now we just I can't. In the old days, we're a turret class, right? So basically, we can't get away from anything. We can't really do a hell of a lot apart from stand there and do damage. And I was watching a video with Asmongold today, pretty much laughing at how bad Warlocks are as far as being free HKs, and saying, yeah, just always go for the Warlock, because they've got 1 or 2 tricks, but they're not going to get away. You can just stand there. I've had rogues, I've beaten rogues where they literally just dance around. In my day, when I used to play my rogue quite heavily, rogues used to be sort of all about staying behind you and, you know, trying to keep you away from them as far as facing you and stuff like that. But now rogues will just jump around like this, and that's it, and then you're dead. It's like, I don't see much skill in that. I'm not saying that they're bad players. I'm not saying I'm a great player, because any one of my subscribers certainly that have been here a certain amount of time. This is a good one-on-one. I really wanted to have a one-on-one with this Warlock here, and it's Affliction Warlock, and I did you, mate. I did you here. And this guy, I think it was finished top of the damage, but I think one-on-one, I had you, my friend. I had you until your healer come along and saved you. And I started getting hit in the back of the head by this Beast Mastery Hunter as well. But I had 1 or 2 little tussles with that Affliction Warlock. I kept going for him because I just wanted to get a nice relative one-on-one. This is one of the mistakes I made. I will point these out in my videos. What I did, I went right instead of going left back towards my own team, and I should have gone there. But then I thought I'm dead anyway, so I just sort of try and get as much damage in as I possibly can. And it was a really bad mistake on my part, and I was really miffed with myself for that. So just because, obviously, it's more essential now more than ever that your positioning's better. You know, you've got circle, you've got gateway, you've got. It's the only way you can get away, really. But it is what it is. Yeah, so I thought I'd go and help out in stabs. There was a big shout out going stabs, but then by the time I got there, they cleared all that mess up. I think this is when a rogue trying opens on me here, maybe. No. I do have a couple of fun encounters with rogues later in the BG. Hence the thumbnail. Yeah, free HK. As I was saying, yeah, I don't know. I can't see it getting any better for Warlocks. I can't see. As I was saying, they were turret class, right? So the good thing about a Warlock is, alright, fair enough, they couldn't get away, but they had enough defensives to be able to defend themselves. They were a tank, essentially, that couldn't get away, couldn't move. I wasted my coolies here as well. This wasn't a particularly great bit of play. Well, I thought they were a lot closer than they actually were. And then all of a sudden they were halfway down the hill and I blew my cooldown, so I was a little bit peed off here again. There's me going for Death Coil again. I want a bit of that Affliction Warlock. I think I get about 5 unstables on him. He ain't going to live through that. But I think someone else finishes him off anyway. Yeah, so you had... They took away our defensives to a point where we are a joke as far as being able to defend ourselves, and you can do all the tricks that you want to do and try and play as well as you possibly can, but people know what, you know, with what 5-6 weeks into expansion, people know that they're not going to be able, you're not going to be able to get away. You're not going to be able to do anything. You might be able to fear, but you've got diminishing returns. You might be able to circle away, but they can jump to you just as quick. And there really is nothing you can do about it at this point. You are a free HK. And that is very worrying because, as I said, it's the class I love to play. Again, it gets saved by this healer behind him. I'll tell you what, mate, you should get out of that BG and thank that healer for keeping you alive many, many times. And hence him being top damage. But I don't really know the answer. As I said, it's not a rank video. It's just me struggling to come to terms with taking away all the defensives and saying, right, but you're still a turret class. You're still essentially a turret class. You're still a class that can't get away, but we've taken all your defensives away. They nerfed Hailstone, you know, so it's like, well, okay, so you've taken all defensive away, but you haven't really gutted any other classes apart from us. Obviously, Shadow Priest, again, as I said, I'm a masochist because I play that, and again, they're just the free HK as well. If you can get your damage off, you can hurt people. You can certainly hurt people, but it's silly now. It really is silly now. And as I said, I've kind of lost, certainly over the last week or two, I've certainly lost the incentive to PvP on my Warlock, because I can't do anything about it. If I could do anything about it, then I would, and I'll just go, you know, is what it is. I'll just get on with the game and play it. I mean, I play my Shadow Priest all the time, and I accept that, you know, they can't get away, but they do some really good damage, and a lot of the time that will carry you through. But even Shadow Priests, you know, they've got 2 fears. They've got dispersion. They've got I've got nitro boots on my Shadow Priest, and we've got body and soul, so we got like a 3-second run. But Warlock just stands there, waits to die. Absolutely, that's all he does. This Hunter, his health wouldn't ever go down. Doesn't matter what damage I was chucking on his head, his health wouldn't go down at Beast Mastery Hunters, and he'd nerf him, man. And again, I wasn't particularly happy here. I just sort of, because these videos what I put out, I try to always play my best in these BGs, and I will point out my own failings if indeed I do have them in BGs, and everyone does. I don't think I've ever played a perfect BG. I mean, that would be catching lightning in a bottle, but I try my best in everyone, and there's a couple of situations where Zenz, you really didn't cover yourself in glory there. Here I try and get away, but of course you're going to get rooted, you can't, and then you just stand there, you know, and you just wait to die. But so as I say, the damage, I was quite okay with the damage. As you can see, it's a pretty close game. It's about 100 points in it at the moment, 1,000 to 900, and yeah, it's a pretty good game. And I just sort of, at that point, you could see me looking at the 4 rogues, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm glad I haven't come across the 4 rogues yet. I've not really seen them at all. I was thinking I might go and fight in the middle here, help out, but then as soon as I clicked on my Goblin Glider, I realised, oh no, that's probably not a good idea. I think I saw like 4 melee there. I thought I'd help out this Hunter with this Rogue. And then I saw in the back of the corner of my eye, I saw that Druid, and I thought, oh, look, he's going to full moon. He's going to full moon. I quickly put my Nether Ward on. And I thought, I'll go for a one-on-one with this dude. Come on, me and you, mate. Me and you. Bang. Come on, let's go. And he ran off. So, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. So, as I said, this isn't. Although I've talked about it, another thing, combat bug for Warlocks. You can't mount. I'm standing here trying to mount. Look, this is what I'm trying to do, and I can't. I mean, combat. It's like, well, you know, fix it, Blizzard. Jesus Christ. So, the laughing stock of this game at the moment is a Warlock, and I've looked on the 8.1 patch notes, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any defensive changes for us at this point. There might be in the future. Oh yeah, this is Rogue. This is Rogue craft here. This is in. The rest of this game is a little bit depressing for me. I get opened on by one rogue, and then I get opened, and then 2 rogues. This healer tries to help me out, but nah, yeah, you're not getting away from that. You're not getting away from that, Zenz. You're really not. So I was thinking, oh, okay, well, that you take that. You just stand there and go, all right, just wait to die. What can you possibly do against 2 rogues? And I was thinking, well, okay, let's get back in the fight. Let's get back in the fight. Come on, you know, we could still win this. So I thought, I was thinking, what's that rogue doing? Then he runs off, and then his mate comes up, and that's it. And this is another thing with the Grimoire sacrifice. Every time you die, you have to sack your pet again. But if you've selected that as a talent, why should you need to do that? Because sometimes I forget. Sometimes, like I did just then, not that it would matter because I would have been dead in 2 seconds anyway, 2 rows on my face. Rather than suffer the indignity of dying here, I think the rogue jumps off, so see ya. Yeah, so the Grimoire Sacrifice, if you've got Grimoire Sacrifice, why the hell do you have to keep sacking your pet every time you die? If you've decided that's the pet you want to use and sack, which in this case was the Observer, the Fell Hunter, then when I die, why would I change my mind and go, oh, I don't want to use my Fell Hunter, I'm going to use something else? If I make that choice, then I make that choice, as in, when I die, I res back up, and then I choose another pet. Not the fact I have to keep choosing it again and again. So I might do a longer video on this, covering this in maybe a little bit more detail. And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get ganked by Rogue now for the 3rd time. All those people there, look, 3 of us. And who's he go for? Who's he go for? Yeah, straight from me. But luckily, I didn't have to suffer the indignity this time because it was over, pretty much. No, there weren't. There were assassination rogues, not sub rogues. Yeah, so even better. Look, I couldn't cast. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, why not subscribe to the channel? Give a nice big thumbs up. Click the little bell. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.